Bam! It's your favorite trainer with a belt buckle. How we doing today? Today in class, we talked about the assessment. If you're not familiar with Show Up Fitness, it's where great trainers are made. I wrote the book, How to Become a Successful Personal Trainer. We're doing more YouTube lives every day between 9 and 9:30. We will address class questions from all over the world. We have a live internship with classes that help you become a qualified trainer. And that is by becoming a level 1 coach. Certifications are the way of the past. Think of Blockbuster. They're not going to be around because the average trainer quits within a year of getting certified, but not when you show up, because you understand anatomy. You understand how to program. You're confident. Most importantly, you know how to conduct an assessment. And that's what we're going to talk about today. The 3 most important tools that you could use part of the fitness assessment, and how, and we'll take you through ours at Show Up Fitness. And I'll talk a little bit about Equifits and what they have at like Lifetime and Equinox. So number 1, the most important thing you can do, blood pressure. What is this little tool? 20, 30 bucks online. And the reason I love blood pressure is because no one does it. And when you have hypertension, that's having a systolic blood pressure of 140 or a diastolic blood pressure of greater than 90. It's called the silent killer. Americans are dying daily from a preventable condition, coronary artery disease. For the most part, this is something that we can prevent with a lifestyle that's active. We're sleeping a solid 7 to 8 hours. We're not stressing a lot, and we're eating fairly healthy. But that's not the average American. We're overweight. We're obese. We're not walking around with an arm farm like that. So this, to the person on the table, they go, oh, interesting. Because when I think of a trainer, I think of some dipshit in the gold tee tank top, and he's going to have you doing battle ropes and scary shit, making me feel terrible, kicking my ass, annihilating me at 45. So it's a role reversal. I'm flipping the script. When I do blood pressure, it lets the person on that side of the table know that I'm in control, because I'm going to be talking about physiology. I'm going to be talking about your insides, and I want your insides to look as great as your outsides. So this is one of the first things that I will do, and I'll show you how we do it and where we put it into the program and the assessment. But this is a game changer. When you can really break down blood pressure, you're letting that person know that you're not an idiot, that you are a professional, not an influencer like everyone else out there. Number 2, have some fun with it. Grip dynameter. Squeeze this sucker. Have some fun with it. I really like this one for a couple of reasons. 1, it's fun. You pull on that thing, your clients will laugh, they'll get a kick out of it. Guys, girls, it's meant for everyone. Unless you just had a heart attack, I probably don't want you to be squeezed on as hard as you could, but for the most part, this is very user-friendly. You put in that information, you have them squeeze it, and then you can check it every month. These are both things that I check regularly to show success. When you show up regularly, this will go down within reason. This should go up. Now, we have a condition that's just as nasty as hypertension. It's called sarcopenia. Sarcopenia is the loss of muscle mass due to age. The sarcomere is the basic unit of the muscular system. We teach you all that part of the internship all over the world. We got a lot of people in the United States. We're getting to know more internationally. Emerging markets, Brazil, India, really excited to get more people on the calls to help them and you become qualified. So the thing with sarcopenia is your nervous system, your brain is talking to the muscle. Think of it like a dimmer switch. As we age, if we don't use it, like in 40-year-old virgin, if you don't use it, you lose it. It begins to dim down a little bit. And those type 2X, the powerful muscle fibers, those motor units will begin to, I guess you could say, downgrade. They're not going to be as optimal. And what happens is if you continue this process of not using them, they will not be available. So when you're walking down the stairs, and that's where the majority of people fall and break a hip, you don't have that reactiveness to catch yourself. 50% of people die within, I think it's 5 years of breaking hip. I've seen studies looking at 1 to 3 years. It's crazy because the complications from a broken hip, it's a strength aspect. It's not a balance aspect. Sure, it balances. It should be incorporated within reason. But as you get stronger and you're engaging those type 2X fibers, you are going to prevent a lot of these nasty conditions. And part of our internship programs, we have some of the best professors in the world on our board. And I was talking with Dr. Chaliwa, and he brought forth a new term I've never heard of before. That's sarcopenia obesity. That means because of the excess adiposity the average person has today, because of eating too much and not exercising enough, coupled with low-grade inflammation from chronic stress and not enough sleep, the body is getting inflamed and our muscle is deteriorating. It's really, really unhealthy. Muscle's like the Mario star. The more of it you have, the better. And so when we do our assessment, I will implement blood pressure. I will do the grip dynameter. And interestingly enough, whatever textbook you're going through, ACE, ISSA, NASM, they're really big into the cardiorespiratory. I hate cardiorespiratory because this is a better indicator of living to be 100 than a cardiorespiratory test. Isn't that crazy how simple this is? I don't like to make my clients feel inadequate. It takes a lot of balls to come into assessment and basically say, I'm fat, I need help. Because that's what people are doing today. And we're on the other side of the table, looking all great in our Lulu. We're drinking our coffee. We're reading books. We have water all around us. We're fucking psychopaths. People hate us because we're the pinnacle of fitness, and it's not that enjoyable. People get this really crazy idea of what trainers are like. So they think that they have to eat tilapia and green beans for the rest of their life. They can never have a drink of alcohol. They have to drink water. So it's a little deterring. So when my clients come in, I like to break down that guard. And I have fun with this. And this shows them that I'm educated. And so I don't like the cardiorespiratory test because for the most part, Americans don't have it. They're really, really poor when it comes to cardiorespiratory health. So why do I need to test it? Someone comes in and I can see that they're morbidly obese. I'm just going to make sure their workout is really regressed. I'm going to empower them. I'm going to make them feel good. I want this to be a great experience, not interesting. So our body fat, we're obese and we're morbidly obese on the BMI, and your hip to waist ratio, it's off the charts, and you're not strong, and you have high blood pressure. And by the way, this is a fucking movement screen. It's another thing I don't do. I don't scare my clients. I empower them. I am pro movement. When clients come in, this is our assessment at Show Up Fitness. The PARQ, Physical Activity Readiness Questionnaire. This covers your ass. From a liability standpoint, you will sign your life away. We have a COVID waiver with everything. We've had lawyers look at this. They sign it away, basically saying that everything that you are telling us within this document is true. And as the fitness professional, there will be times I need to refer out. If you have really high blood pressure, 150 over 100, I don't feel comfortable taking you through a workout. I can show you a couple movements really regressed. If I'm at a gym, I can show you some of the machines and do some cardio, but I'm going to suggest you go to your physician. When was the last time you were at the doctor? If it's been years, that's an opportunity for me as the fitness professional to network with that doctor. Hey, doc, we have a mutual client. They can't exchange information, obviously, but you say, I would love to take you out sometime and pay you your hourly rate to learn more about how I can help this client of mine. And by the way, who's your trainer? Oh my gosh, you don't have one. I would love to get you into my gym. I got a private facility in La Jolla, Santa Monica, West Hollywood. We do. Come in for a workout and I'll show you what it's like, because we get this misconception that working out with a trainer, CrossFit bullshit, doing all these crazy stuff, BOSU balls. No, learn about your goals, regress, progress based off the movement patterns. Make sure, most importantly, it's safe. You will have fun. So this physician goes, no shit. I've never had a trainer reach out to me. And when I do, they go, can you send me some clients or send me some patients? It's all me, take. You got to give. And the more that you give, you will be successful as a trainer. So you cover your ass, you have them sign this. We do a medical history. And you can reach out to us. You get this part of the internship. But this is what I've conducted over the numerous years as a trainer, going to all these different gyms that I've been to. Make sure you eliminate ACSM CAD, which is American College of Sports Medicine, coronary artery disease risk stratifications. We teach you that. So I want to make sure that you don't have pulmonary disease, cardiac disease, metabolic disease. And if you do, I refer out. If you have chest pain, if you get dizzy, if you have tachycardia, greater than 100 resting heart rate, if your blood pressure is crazy high. If I do this grip strength test and I pull on one side and it's 100, and the other side it's 40, that's not normal. There could be a neurological issue there. There could be a tumor and a cyst. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. but I'm a really great trainer and I can help you get to where you need to be. But these are some red flags. When in doubt, refer out. So you're going to learn about their medical history. Then I'm going to get into open-ended questions. Let's talk about your goals. Let's talk about when do you want to reach them by? How long you've been thinking about this for? Reasons you haven't achieved them. What are your favorite types of workout? Your exercise history. If you've been exercising, how long do you do it? What are the type of workouts? How many days a week do you work out? Have you had a trainer before? When was the last time that you've had a personalized program for yourself? I have them fill this out beforehand. We can do it online, but if they come in person, that's fine. I will choose a few of these to talk about. We don't do the whole thing. We're not just going to sit down for 90 minutes and talk. Sometimes our clients want to, but for the most part, I choose a couple of them that I want to discuss. Out of these 12 questions, which ones did you really resonate with you? Was it the sleep? Was it stress? Let's talk about that a little bit more. Now, I did not preface when my clients come in, I set the expectations of what we're going to do today. I show up on time with a smile. I'll have gum if I'm drinking coffee so my breath doesn't smell like shit. If I need to put some cologne on, I will. I don't want to have too much, but I want to smell nice. Look the part, talk the part, smell the part. I'm reading a book. Oh my God, yeah. I might have a book out on General Grant, or maybe I'll have one out on Masters of Commander. I'm going to be reading. Why? Because no other fucking trainer reads today. That's what we're doing. Nope. Instagram, fucking around on our phone. We get no respect. So when I'm reading a book, the person goes, never seen that before. Most trainers are idiots and they hurt people. This person's different. Ding, already starting off on a good note. I shake their hand. I smile. I set expectations of what this is going to be like today. So now they have a really clear expectation. I tell them that at the end of the session, we'll talk about training and how much it costs. Then we're going to talk about this in here. Once I gather enough data, I'm then going to do blood pressure. I will do the grip strength. I don't like body fat percentage. And that's contrary to a lot of people today. If you go to Equinox, they got the in-body, got all these fancy tools. Why do I need to make someone feel bad? It's really all it is. It's, you're 38% body fat. Oh, great. I thought it was like 31, but shit, I really am a fat ass. What's that do? It's just knocking your client down. If some bro comes in, he's like, dude, I'm 12% body fat. Can you do calipers on me? Can you do the BIA? Sure, I'll do that. And the number's always a lot higher than this. Whoa, 17%. No, I don't think so. I'm 12. I know I am because I am. It's an ego thing. If you really want that, I can do it. The calipers, do 7 sites. Go through the ACSM. Do the BIA. That's perfectly fine to do. It's been shown to be just as effective as I've personally worked with the BIA and done the gold standard, which is hydrostatic. Had a group of 10 students go through the hydro, 10 students do the BIA. 4 of them had the same exact numbers. Sure, the hydro is going to be the best. There's new technology today. If you want to do that, the bod pod and so forth, that's fine. Think of that person. And if it's going to make them feel bad, I'm not going to do it because I'm going to empower them. I want them to leave feeling good about exercise and fitness, and that's what I'm going to do. And so body fat, I do not do. I definitely don't do calipers. I'm competent and I am a technician because I've done it over 100 times on 2 different sites for 7 sites. The average trainer uses it as a fear factor. Let me pinch your fat, buddy. Hey, how's it going? Let me tell you you're fat. Don't do that. Make your clients feel good. So I'll do measurements. If my client wants, I'll ask them though. And so I always do blood pressure. I always do grip. Some of the trainers that show up don't like doing some of these. They implement their own strategies, and that's okay. You got to make it your own. So from there, what we're going to do is not a movement screen. Overhead squat. Yeah, when are you going to do this? What are your goals? You want a big ass? Great. I'm going to show you how to squat, hinge, and do unilateral exercises. I'm going to empower you with doing push-ups and pull-ups. You want a big chest? We're going to push horizontally and vertically. I'm going to show you the value of proper overload and intensity. We're going to go out there, do the exercise. We'll regress it to make sure your form is good, and then progress it to get some work done. If you're a beginner, we're doing 10 to 15 reps because we're strengthening ligaments and tendons, optimizing movement competency. If you've been training for a while, we can go heavier, but I want to make sure you have the competency first. When I say competency, think of it like this. If I had a kid who comes in and goes, I'm a badass basketball player, I can take a ball and say, show me. And if he goes, it's like, oh, okay, no, you are not. If they're dribbling behind their back and they're twirling the finger, they're shooting, they're hitting jumpers, You just showed me that you're capable. So when my clients come in, you got to remember they think they're in better shape than they are. They're not. But I don't make them feel bad. Oh, Ben, you can bench 225 or 10. That's badass. My mind goes, he's doing partial reps. He's doing it on the Smith machine, and his spotter's lifting the whole entire weight. So we're going to go over there. I'm going to check out a push-up, see how the form is, and then we'll start out on lightweight on the bench. I'll doing some ab exercises, some arm exercises, core accessory. Core accessory, 3 rounds for each. That's how we program. So knowing in the back of my head, if you're a girl, typical girl, stereotypes are great because in fitness, they typically run true. Big ass, small waist, afraid of bulking up. We're going to do a hinge, a push, an accessory. A squat, a pull, an accessory. Unilateral, whatever they want, cardio game, make it fun. For a bro, push, pull, isolation. Pull, press, isolation. Choose a leg exercise, do an isolation, and have fun with it. Get them the pump. So that's what I talk about in my book, and I have 2 variations for 138 and 150. I make it meant for the individual. I tailor it for you. I get them feeling good, and sometimes I need to regress for clients that are really overweight to obese. So I may just do 1 exercise and talk during the rest periods. And we have a stimulating conversation. Every trainer at Show Up, we make sure that during not only the assessment, but every session, like here's the first one or the 100th, learn something new about your client. The first one is easy. Where are you from? Number 2, get engaged. Getting engaged could be doing helping them as a spot. It could be showing them a new exercise. And then learn, what's the third one? Brain fart. Say their name. Say their name at least 3 times. Those are big things that we focus on. And the 4th one slipped my mind right now, but we have a system of 4 things that we focus on every single session. So the clients leave and they're feeling good. At the end of this, I'm not doing an FMS. I'm not doing overhead stuff. I don't do movement screens. We look at movement and we make it appropriate for the individual via regressions and progressions. And that's what a smart, great coach can do. And then at the end, we sit down and I look my client in the eye and I go, how was that workout? I know it's the best they've had because trainers don't do this. Trainers are insecure. They have imposter syndrome. They have 13 certifications and they try to check off where your clients are wrong, postural stuff. Your left trap is overactive. Let me fix you. Sure, they may sign up with you because you scared the shit out of them, but a month later, after they just wasted $1,500, they don't see the value, so that you don't retain them. Your retention's low. That's why you're not going to make it after a year. Statistically speaking, you don't have the confidence because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. But when you do, you sit them down. I know this was the most valuable fitness experience you've had in the last hour. I smile. Let's talk about training. How many days a week would you like to train? I'll have my coffee here and I'll let them talk. 70% them, 30% you. What do you think, Chris? I suggest 6 times a week. That's a lot. I don't think it's a lot. I work out 6 times a week and a lot more than that. So I don't think it'll be fair for me to say 1 or 2 and you get in the best shape of your life. I understand you're busy. You told me that you're a lawyer and you have these things going on. So we can find a happy medium. How many days would you like to do? 3 or 4 is what I was thinking. That's really what's in my budget. Awesome. Let's start out with 4. What days would you like to come in? Oh, my schedule's super busy. That's one of the great things about working with a private trainer. I'm very flexible. We can change them, week to week. I like to have a general idea. And as long as I have a 24-hour cancellation policy, I'm not going to charge you. But if you text me like at 10 o'clock the night before you can't make a 5 a.m., I will have to charge you. So is that understandable? Communicate very openly and well. We're going to do 4 sessions. You told me your goals were A, B, C, and D. 4 sessions for the next 4 months, 16 times 4, 32, 64 sessions. Here's my hourly rate. It's going to be this amount. How would you like to pay for it? Shut the fuck up. Don't talk. You put it out there and you smile. First one to talk loses. That's the game. And I'm just smiling. I'm not weird. I'm just smiling. Do you get freaked out when the waiter at a high-end restaurant says that steak's $100? Oh my God, it's so expensive. No, it's not. It's the best steak in town. This is high-end. This is a high-end restaurant. Everything you've been to out there, I've worked with a trainer before. You went to fast food. You haven't worked with the best. When you work with the best, that's why I charge these rates. Our trainers charge between $125 to $250 an hour. We have trainers who are charging me $200 to $250 per hour because they're great. And we know how to help people get in the best shape of their lives. And so if you say no, I can come up with a solution for you. What were you, I totally understand it's not in your budget right now. What were you thinking about when you came to a private facility in La Jolla or Santa Monica? I'm not saying it like in a demeaning way, but you're coming to a private facility. Well, I worked with a trainer at Equinox and 125, that was expensive. I really feel for you because that is expensive if you wasted $1,200 on someone who doesn't know what they're doing. Do you know what the average trainer does to become certified? Oh, I don't. Oh, we have them at our gym. Dude, look at this textbook. Oh, yeah. They study a textbook without any supervision, and they go train how they think they're supposed to train. They have no supervision. They have no hours, no internship, nothing. All of our trainers have gone through a 2-month course. They understand regressions programs, and so we have a team of doctors, therapists, registered dietitians, professors. We can help you get in the best shape of your life. We have the solution. So over there, it would be expensive. It's like getting a $10 taco at Taco Bell. But here at the high-end spot, you're going to have a $50 taco, and you're going to be like, that was worth it. I see the value in this. So what were you thinking is in your budget? And so then if they say 125, and when you're independent, you have the ability to negotiate. Here's what I'm willing to do. I can do 125, but you need to train 4 times a week, and you need to pay up front for 32 sessions. How do you want to pay for it? I was hoping to do session per session. If you're going to do session per session, it's going to be 150 because at any time you can quit. And you don't have a lot of skin in the game. So if you just do $150 now, you can not come back anymore. And you're not going to get great results because there's no single best workout. Tomorrow, you're going to be the same as you are today. Maybe a little sore, but that's it. It takes a minimum of 3 months. That's the minimum time period that I suggest. You will start 6 months from now. So it's at the end of March, end of Q1. Beginning of Q3, you will notice a significant difference in your physique. I just planted seeds in their mind that 6 months from now, they're still working with me. Here's the assessment. Get confident. Become great at talking to people because that is our job. We are personal trainers and we sell. I love sales because I'm not selling a shitty product. I'm a salesman, sure, but my product is quality. I'm able to help you lower your blood pressure, increase your strength and not die when you fall, increase your bench press from 300 to 350, get you an asset you've never imagined before. You thought you could never do a pull-up, you're going to be able to do 5. That confidence starts with anatomy. Functional anatomy helps you learn how to program. The better you are at those two, this stuff comes easier. So when you do more assessments in the corporate world, they tell you 3 out of 10 is good. 3 out of 10 is fucking terrible. If you're a trainer at Show Up Fitness and you signed up 3 clients out of 10, you would not be working with us anymore because we sell, that's the word, 8 to 9 out of 10 because we're the best trainers out there. We have the confidence because we're educated. But most importantly, we do it the right way with assessing clients properly, not making them feel like shit, and helping them get results by showing up regularly. Hopefully you like today's talk, how to do the assessment. Comment, shoot us a message on Instagram, subscribe, share in your story. We give out weekly prizes. So if you put this in your story, watching Show Up Fitness, learning some great stuff about the assessment, I'll reach out to you. If you're one of our lucky people that posts in your story, we'll give you $25, $50. Check out our online classes all over the world. Have a great day, y'all. Keep showing up.